right, the chair can take it away.
I probably should unmute the microphone, huh? Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Seems we have a very robust agenda today, so we probably should go ahead and call this meeting to order. I'll call the City of South Fulton Zoning Board of Appeals virtual meeting Thursday, November 19th. For our attorney, do we have to read the statement now regarding the ability to do virtual meetings?
I'm not aware of what that statement is, but it's not going to hurt anything.
Okay, no problem. Most of the meetings that I've been on virtually, there's a statement as to why we're able to hold a meeting virtually. But if we don't have to read it, we can move forward. I will do a roll call, or Dana, do you want to handle that?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Aaron Johnson?
Present.
Mr. Michael Carson?
Here.
Ms. Janicia Elias?
Present.
Mr. DeAndre Mathis? Mr. Robert Ham? Roosevelt Ham, sorry. Mr. Roosevelt Ham?
Yes.
Okay, great. Ms. Amethyst Harris? Was that Amethyst I heard?
I didn't hear.
Okay, I didn't hear. Okay. All right, Chair, we do have a quorum.
Did you get Mr. Dawson?
Yes, I did.
Present.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So now we have approval of minutes from the August 20th meeting. You should have gotten that via email in the last couple of days. I hope everybody's had an opportunity to review them. If there are no updates or changes to it, I'll entertain a motion to approve, or a motion. I think Ms. Elias is making a motion to approve.
Well, with a correction.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, just a correction that I saw on page 5.
Mhm.
It has Miss DeAndre Mathis, and I believe it should be Mr. DeAndre Mathis.
Okay.
And then the other clarification, it has that the motion to deny was by, well, it's supposed to be Mr. DeAndre Mathis made a motion to deny V20-005, and then seconded by Miss Elias, and the motion was 5 yay and 1 nay. And then it says the petition was approved. So I just needed clarification. Was the motion to deny approved, meaning that the petition was denied, or was the vote in favor of the petition being approved?
So it was that was V20-005?
Yes.
That was denied. So I'll
Okay.
fix that. So it just says denied.
Yeah, so in the minutes, if the correction could just be made that the petition was denied instead of saying the petition was approved.
Okay, I'll make that adjustment. Thank you.
Yeah, and if those two corrections are made, I'm fine.
Okay.
All right. So with those two corrections, is there a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that the minutes from the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting on August 20th, 2020 at 1:00 p.m. be made with the following mentioned two corrections, which were to correct the name of Mr. DeAndre Mathis and to indicate that petition V 20-005 was actually denied.
All right, is there a second?
A second.
Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, please show by raising your hand and saying aye.
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 I don't
All
think
right.
everybody's on
Any
screen,
opposed?
so I might have to do a roll call here.
Okay, no
All right.
problem.
All right, so, Mr. Aaron Johnson?
Aye.
Yeah, Mr.
I'm
Michael
not
Carson
voting too.
Aye.
and Ms. Denicia Elias
Aye.
and Mr. Roosevelt Ham.
Aye.
All right. And it is unanimous. I'm sorry, did I hear Ms. Harris? Is Ms. Harris on? Okay, so we have a unanimous.
Okay. All right, so now that has passed. No, we have no old business. We will move right into new business. New business is petition hearing for, petition hearing for V 20-006, relief from the South Fulton Parkway Overlay District 12K.4.E. Do we have the petitioners here?
This is Nathan with the City of South Fulton. Staff is ready to go and petitioners are on the call as well.
Okay. All right, we will do.
I can go ahead and take it.
I was
sorry.
about to say, if staff could go ahead and do a review, please.
Absolutely. We can go to the next slide. So some of you may have already frequented this business, but as a variance request for a new Dunkin' Donuts at 5270 Campbell Fairburn. The request is to amend the requirements of the South Fulton Parkway overlay so they could paint the awnings of the building and a signpost in their corporate colors. They're asking for a variance from the overlay requirements to paint in their corporate orange, which you will see some pictures of and examples of later in the presentation. And as I said, the business is currently open. Relief, if granted here, would be in harmony with, or could be made in harmony with the general purpose and intent of the zoning ordinance, which is to promote economic development. That is option A for your options for approval. And staff recommendation here is approval as well. If we can go to the next slide, please. Just a map to show the aerial location of it. A lot of this shopping center where it is built out, and you can see that our Google drive-by was moving pretty quickly that day, so it didn't capture it. But the business is there, and so are some other buildings around it. And the entire area is zoned mixed use. The parcel on the right is the blue square in the middle, right in the corner of all that electric green. Go to the next slide, please. This is a picture of what is there currently. They did a temporary color of this beige of the awnings on the building. We can go to the next slide. This is a proposal of the color they're looking for. As again, this is a color that I'm sure everyone recognizes, the corporate orange that the Dunkin' uses on all of their locations. That is the conclusion of the staff presentation. If we can turn this over and do a screen share with the petitioner. They have a few PowerPoint slides they would like to show to the board as well.
With that being said, should we wait and open it for public hearing, Dana, before they
Yes, we can
start?
go. Yes, sir, we can go ahead and do that.
Okay. So we have to take a vote to open this to public comment. To open the public hearing. Is there a motion to open the public hearing for petition 420-006?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we open this for public discussion for V 20-006.
Yes, sir. Is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Elias seconds. Dana, you want to do a roll call?
Yes.
Okay,
Mr. Aaron Johnson,
yes.
Ms. Janicia Elias,
Yes.
Mr. Robert Dawson,
Yes.
Mr. Michael Carson,
Yes.
and Mr. Roosevelt Ham.
Yes.
It is unanimous.
All right, we may continue. The petitioner, you have 10 minutes to do your presentation. You can go ahead.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Jeff Haymore. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Dillard Sellers here in Atlanta. Want to make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Wonderful. Chairman Johnson and members of the ZBA, thank you for the opportunity to present tonight, or actually this afternoon. On behalf of the applicant, Atlantis Fairburn LLC, the applicant also happens to be the property owner. Here with me, at least virtually, is applicant's representative Imran Ramji. Also present on this virtual meeting are John Carpenter, who's the construction manager at Duncan Corporate, as well as Vipul Patel and Jignesh Sutar, who are the proprietors of this particular Duncan location. As Nathan said, before you is a staff recommendation of approval. Also in your package that Nathan sent you is an email that we received from the directly adjacent property owner. That's the property of which the Advanced Auto Parts store is located. We spoke with him at our community meeting that we held on the 5th of November via Zoom, and that email indicates his support of our variance request. Do not want to be too duplicative here, but here's an aerial that sort of shows the site. We're at the corner of Hall Road and Campbellton Fairburn. We're the corner parcel here. This is part of the Parkway Village mixed-use development. As Nathan said, the building has been constructed and is in operation. The variance that we seek is so that we might paint this particular awning over which the cars are parked when they're picking up their food. This little accent belt element, as well as the awning over the storefront, from this tan color to the iconic Duncan orange. And then also as part of that variance, paint this sign, which is when you enter the drive-through, in orange. And then finally, at the call box, when you order through the drive-through, this canopy that provides cover from the elements. Just to orient you a little bit to the site, again, we've got Campbellton Fairburn Road right here, Hall Road right here. So if you were to visit this business today, you would come in off of Campbellton, enter the site, go by the canopy, and then turn into the driveway here and go to the side and ultimately to the rear of the building. So the drive-through is located between Hall Road and the rear of the building. You would order at the call box and then proceed around to pick up right here. So that's the site plan there that sort of orients you. This next slide is the actual code provision at play here. It sets forth, and this is within the South Fulton Overlay District, the permitted colors within that district. It refers you to table 12K, and for the various elements, the various colors. Now, in weighing this variance application, the city code, which is 22.3.1, provides in subparagraph A, relief, if granted, would be in harmony with, or could be made to be in harmony with, the general purpose and intent of the zoning ordinance. And as Nathan said, that is a particular subsection under which we request variance relief. And so the standard is really one of harmony with the general purpose and intent. So let's look at the intent of the South Fulton Overlay District. That is from City Code Section 12K.1. And as the staff report indicates, it's really a balance between the interest in uniform design and aesthetic with the interest of furthering business and economic development. Sometimes you can think of those as competing interests. Here we think this actually meets the test. As you'll note here, back on this slide, the overwhelming majority of the facade complies with the overlay aesthetic colors. That's on the one hand. On the other hand of the scale is economic development, furthering business and economic development. And it's our belief and our position that granting the variance to allow these minor architectural elements of the building that I've identified furthers the applicant's business interest of promoting economic development and brand recognition. As the staff points out, this color is a corporate color for Dunkin'. It is universally recognized, and having it will help the public identify the space. And to the extent that the color's not there, it might cause some vehicular confusion as to whether it is a Dunkin' or not. So providing this color will assist in that. Again, for comparative purposes, here's what it is currently, and here's the proposed colors over these elements. Again, the sign to the rear in the drive-through, and then finally the call box. And so with that, we are asking that this board adopt the staff's recommendation, recognize that the adjacent property owner is in support. We held a public meeting at which no one came forward with any opposition. Don't believe there's any on this call. If there is, we would reserve any rebuttal time, but it does not appear that that's the case. And so with that, again, we ask for your support and here to answer any questions. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Does that complete everyone from your side right now?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right.
This is Nathan, really quick. Are there any comments in the YouTube chat or planning email box?
Nothing in the YouTube chat. And second.
And we didn't have anybody to sign up for it.
And we do
Public
not have any comments in the planning.
Okay.
Thank
Just
you.
want to make sure. All right. Well, it doesn't seem to be any opposition. And since we're already done, we can close public comment and open any questions for our board members. Is there a motion to close?
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Is there a motion to close public comment? Or I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't talk today. Is there a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All right. Thank you. Dana, you want to run the,
Yes, sir.
right.
Mr. Aaron Johnson,
yes.
Mr. Michael Carson,
Yes.
Mr. Nisi Elias,
Yes.
Mr. Roosevelt Ham,
Yes.
and Mr. Robert Dawson.
Yes.
Unanimous.
All right. Are there any questions? I think Mr. Carson had one. Anybody else have questions for the? All right, go ahead, Mr. Carson.
I have a question for the attorney. Is the color orange part of your intellectual property? Meaning, do you guys claim the color orange in all of your trademarks for Dunkin'?
Well, I'm not their corporate attorney, so I don't know the answer as to whether it's trademarked. Obviously, it's a recognized university, as I said. Here on the call is a Dunkin' corporate representative, as well as the property owner and the proprietors of this particular. And so if they know the answer offhand, perhaps they want to unmute their screen and answer that if they can.
John Carpenter, speaking for Duncan Corporate Construction. The orange is a trademark of our sign package. I honestly cannot speak to whether it's trademarked on any of our awning specifications or drive-through canopies. So, but it is a registered trademark on our sign.
Okay, but the orange is part of your brand package that
It
you're
is,
authorized to.
yes, sir, and has been so since 1954.
Okay, thank you.
All right, are there any other questions for the petitioner? Or staff? All right, not seeing any, and I can't see everybody, but all right. Since public comment is over, public hearing is over, no more questions. Does anybody, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the petition V20-006, relief from the South Fulton Parkway Overlay District, Section 12K.4.E, Table 12K, color palette, regarding the requirement in order to paint the awnings and sign structures in the Dunkin' Orange for the Dunkin' Donuts located in the Parkway Village Plaza along South Camilton Fairburn Road.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor? Dana, I'm sorry, will lead the
Okay.
roll call vote.
Great. Mr. Aaron Johnson?
Oh, I don't get to vote.
Right,
unless
that's
it's
right.
tied.
Sorry. Mr. Michael Carson?
Yes.
Ms. Janice Elias?
Yes.
Mr. Roosevelt Ham?
Yes.
And Mr. Robert Dawson?
Yes.
Great. It is unanimous.
All right, sir.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll all be stopping by for coffee sometime soon.
Please do.
All right, Dana, is there anything else that's on the agenda or you want to say about the next meeting?
I think the next meeting will be in December. I don't
December
have that
17th.
date. Yes, December 17th. And I don't know if we have any petitions in for that, but I will keep you posted after Friday if anything comes in.
Okay.
And one other question, do you know if we'll be meeting as the Development Impact Fee Advisory Committee next month?
Nathan?
We will not be.
Okay.
Sounds like we can start our Christmas early then.
Right.
All right. Well, it seems, is there anything else from any of our other board members?
No, thank you.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we truly appreciate your time and truly appreciate you coming to do the meeting today. We'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion from Mr. Carson. It looks like Mr. Ham is raising his hand to second. I think that's what I see.
All right.
Dana, I don't think we need a roll call vote. We'll all in favor. I saw a bunch of hands go up. So
Aye.
thank you all.
Aye, aye.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.